Here we go. Good morning, Tigers! Great to see everybody here Tuesday morning. I hope you all had an awesome long weekend. Here we are back in action, ready for another week in the middle school. We're going to kick things off this week the way we kick things off every week, and that's with the Pledge of Allegiance. This week, coming to you from Jack Rubenstein. Jack, give us the pledge. Take it away.
Hi, I'm Jack Rubenstein. Can everyone please rise for the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, for liberty and justice for all.
Great job, Jack. Thanks so much. Let's get right into the announcements here. We have a few announcements to give before we get to props. First and foremost, obviously, we had a restful long weekend, and it was great and nice to have an extra day off. But it's important that we acknowledge the reason why we had the day off, too. Remember that yesterday, Monday, we were not in school in observance of a day of remembrance of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., and that day of remembrance and observation comes at the tail end of this month, January, right before we kick off the month of February, which also happens to be Black History Month. And so, in honor of all of these things, there is a really cool initiative that the DEI office is helping to spearhead called #BlackJoy. And the way that that is going to look is every week throughout the month of February. So, look forward to this. The DEI office is going to be sharing resources with your teachers that allow them to help sort of prop up Black joy, the idea of Black joy, the African American experience, and all of the amazing contributions and the joy that has been a part of the African American experience. And so, some of the themes that they're going to be sharing information about are things like music. That'll be a theme for a week. Ingenuity, and so the contributions of Black people in STEM fields. The arts, visual and performing arts, a whole host of things that'll help march us through the month of February, Black History Month. And so look forward to that stuff coming up in a little bit. And also, I hope everybody has a good appreciation for why it was that we celebrated a long weekend this past weekend. Next on the announcement list is, check your emails today. Look for a solicitation for nominations for dedication. A solicitation for nominations of a dedication. Our yearbook, our Spire yearbook, every year gets dedicated to a current faculty member. The middle school has a dedication, and the upper school has a dedication as well. And so the Spire yearbook staff is going to be sending out a Google form asking you to nominate teachers that you think are good nominees for the dedication of this year's yearbook. So they will be soliciting those nominations via email later this morning, solicitations of a nomination for a dedication. Look forward to that in just a few minutes. Finally, I just wanted to lay out like the next 3 weeks. So you might remember last week on Friday, I was wearing this same outfit. It was very strange. Actually, I just shot this video and that video back to back and put one at the beginning of the weekend, one at the end of the weekend. Crazy. But you might recall from Friday when we talked about the teach-in that is coming up next week. There are sort of 3 back-to-back weeks of kind of big ticket items in the middle school. This week, of course, we have midterms. Next week, we have the teach-in. And the week after that, we have student-led conferences. And so more information about student-led conferences is going to be coming your way soon. But in the meantime, just know that these are a really important opportunity for students to reflect on the first semester and their performance in school and sort of all aspects of school and set some goals and sort of look ahead to the second semester and think about how could I be even more successful in the second semester, and then to present all of that stuff to your families. Your advisors are going to help you through that process. There's also going to be a lot of prep that you'll have time to engage in during the teach-in week. And so don't worry, especially 6th graders and new students who will be doing this for the first time. You'll be ready, I promise. 7th and 8th graders crushed it last year. So that's the last announcement for the day. What we're going to do is move on to birthdays and then come back for props. And so let's bounce over here to Edie Hufford and Bridget Day, who are going to tell us who's celebrating a birthday in the middle school this week. Edie, Bridget, take it away.
Edie Hufford.
And I'm Bridget Day.
The 7th grade birthdays for the week are Chris Soy and Riley Hart.
And the 8th grade are Ryan Casson, Wyatt Lupo, and Claire Weissing.
Happy
birthday!
Great job, Edie, and great job, Bridget, and happy birthday to everybody that's celebrating a birthday this week. Moving on to props. We got a bunch of props to give this morning, so we're going to run right through them here. First and foremost, the top of the prop leaderboard, we got Maya Farnos. Props to Maya Farnos. Props to Maya. Thank you for being so on top of it while being remote, sending me pictures of your homework each night without my asking. Shows your dedication to learning. Thank you. We missed you, and welcome back, Maya. Great job being so engaged while you were out on remote learning. That comes to you from Ms. Bix. Props to Charlie Maloney. Props to Charlie for his quick and exuberant help outside when Miss Ryder's crutches fell. She was so grateful for your swift intervention. That comes from Mrs. Ryder. Next, Bill Eichmann. Props goes to Bill Eichmann. Props to Bill for going above and beyond to help Miss Ryder get from place to place. She has been so appreciative and impressed with your thoughtfulness. That also comes to you, Bill, from Ms. Ryder. Next, props to Kate Auerswald. Props goes to Kate. I've been delighted to see how you have risen to the occasion in our history class in recent weeks and become a leading, enthusiastic voice. Keep up the fantastic work, Kate. That comes to you from Mr. Spencer. It's a really nice one. And next, the last one here, props goes to Grace Maloney. Props goes to Grace. Grace showed deep insight and was graciously forthcoming during our Bookapalooza discussion. Graciously forthcoming. Grace was graciously forthcoming. Do you see what this prop writer did here, I think? Anyway, let's get back to the prop. With what might have been intimidating for some students, a one-on-one conversation with a teacher, Grace excelled. The entire time was spent not on the surface level of the characters or setting, but diving deep into the text to find parallel injustices and inequities between the book and our modern world. Props to you, Grace, for an enjoyable conversation and a perspective that was far more nuanced and profound than even my own. Those beautiful props come from Mr. Parsons. Props from Mr. Parsons. So we're going to move on from props. Also, wait, before we do, props to the Maloney family. 2 Maloneys in one prop session. That's pretty cool. Moving on from props, we're going over to lunch with Jack Miller. Jack's about to get our belly rumbling by telling us what Dr. Clark's got coming out of his kitchen this week. Jack, take it away.
Good morning, Tigers. Happy Tuesday. It's a short week, but it's about quality, not quantity. On Tuesday, which is today, we have chicken quesadillas. On Wednesday, we have Italian combo. And Thursday, we have breakfast for lunch. Have a great week, Tigers. Woohoo!
Great job, Jack, and thanks again, Dr. Clark, for all the awesome food that comes out of your kitchen. Oh, and by the way, the smoothies during recess last week, amazing. Also, the new snack hookup during recess with the fridge and like the different items, also amazing. And then a pizza party on Thursday afternoon. I mean, like crushing it in the kitchen, Dr. Clark and his team. So thank you again, and props to you guys. Up next is Holidays with Kitnap and Marco Favuzza. They're telling us what kinds of things we're celebrating around the world and in the middle school this week. Kit, Margot, take it away.
Good morning, Tigers! And these are the holidays for this week.
Monday is Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Today remembers him and his legacy on civil rights he left behind when he was assassinated.
Tuesday is Popcorn Day.
Wednesday is Penguin Awareness Day.
Thursday is Squirrel Appreciation Day.
Friday is Hot Sauce Day.
Saturday is Handwriting Day.
Sunday is Compliment Day.
Have a great week, Tigers!
Great job, Kit and Marco. Moving on to the Riddler, and he's back. He bumped Ms. Denali from the riddle spot to reclaim the throne as the Riddler. Riddle me this, riddle me that. Nate Smith is back for the answer of last week's riddle and this week's riddle. Nate Smith, the Riddler himself, take it away.
Happy 2021, everyone. I have 2 answers and 1 new riddle for you. Miss Denali's riddle last week was, what do you have to break before you can use it? And the answer was an egg. My riddle before break was the one about the guards and the paths and the path that takes you, and you have to find the path that takes you home in 1 question. And that question was, if I were to ask the other guard which path he would choose, which path would he say? And you choose the opposite path. This week's riddle is, what belongs to you but other people use it more? Tell you the answer next Monday. Bye!
Good job, Nate, and welcome back. That's a tricky one. Can't wait to try to wrap my mind around that one. But not before we get to your favorite segment and mine, the weekly Luke Merrill Tiger Tongue Twister Challenge. Luke is back in the studio with the first Tiger Tongue Twister of 2021. Luke Merrill, take it away.
Welcome back, everybody. First Tiger Tongue Twister of 2021. We didn't get too many submissions on last week's tongue twister, but we did get a few, and they were amazing. But we might add some prizes soon, so look forward to that. So here are the top picks, and we have some funny ones too.
A skunk sat on a stump and thunk the stump stunk, but the stump thunk the skunk stunk.
A skunk sat on the stump and the stump stunk, but the stump thunk and the skunk stunk.
A skunk sat on a stump and thumped the stump stunk, but the stump thumped the skunk stunk. Woo! A skunk sat on a stump and thumped the stump stunk, but the stump thumped the skunk stunk.
Amazing job. So our top pick for this week was Katie Colvast and Christina Estock. They teamed up, our two winners. We hope to see them again soon. They'll probably take down everybody. Our funniest ones this week were Luke Dixon lip syncing with Siri. We loved that one. Haley Custer and Aaron Schwartz. That one was amazing. And then Barney, that was so creative. I think that was Anthony Babulis and someone else, but I couldn't tell who it was. Okay, this week's tongue twister is, when a doctor doctors a doctor, does the doctor doing the doctoring doctor as the doctor being doctored wants to be doctored? Good luck, everybody. Bye-bye.
Great job, Luke. Katie Culverhouse and Christina Estock, I mean, they're going to join forces. It's not even fair for the rest of us. But good thing we had so many of those other funny submissions. I really like Luke Dixon lip syncing to the Siri one. That was awesome. But great job to all the tongue twister participants. That's it. We've reached the end of this week. I know everybody's so sad when we come to an end of Tiger News, but that's okay. We'll be back again next week, broadcast and pre-recorded from the basement of the Makerspace in WTGR Studios. I'm Mr. Corson, signing off. Have a great week, everybody. We'll see you in the halls.